This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System taking place at Hasnain Square on 14th March 2023 at 12:15 p.m. My name is Zulfikar Hasnain Chaudhry and I'm going to conduct your speaking test. Good afternoon. In the first place, may I know your full official name?
My name is Masrur Ahmed Ifti.
Okay. What name do you want me to call you?
You can call me Masrur.
Okay, Masrur. Where are you from?
I am from Chittagong.
Okay. Is it a good place to live?
It certainly is. I have lived here for almost my whole life. Even though I was born in Dhaka, I moved here like when I was a little kid, when I was just 1 year old. So I've pretty much lived my whole life here.
Okay. What is the most interesting thing about living in this place?
I would certainly say the people here are very interesting. Most of my friends, they always like to party a lot. They always like to have fun. And people here are definitely very, very fascinating.
Good. So Masrur, let's talk about space and stars.
Okay.
Have you ever learned about outer space and stars?
Somewhat. I was interested in it like in a very basic level. I did learn about stars and I also know some constellations of them.
Do you like science fiction movies?
I certainly do.
Why?
Because they are very fascinating and I've grown up watching them all the time.
And do you want to know more about outer space?
Yeah, I do. I do have interest in them. I do still have interest in them.
Why?
Well, it is a very vast topic and there's always something interesting out there to learn about it.
And do you want to go into outer space in the future?
If it is possible, then yes.
Good. Okay, Masrur, let's talk about t-shirts. Do you like wearing t-shirts?
Yes, I am wearing a t-shirt right now.
Okay. And how often do you wear t-shirts?
Pretty much every day. I prefer t-shirts over regular button-down shirts.
Do you like t-shirts with pictures or prints?
Not necessarily. I usually wear flat colored ones. Even if there's a print, there's always like a small print on it.
Do you think older people who wear t-shirts are fashionable?
I mean, it depends on the type of the t-shirt. Some t-shirts don't necessarily suit everybody.
Okay. Would you buy t-shirts as souvenirs on vacation?
Yes, if like as you said, there are prints. So if there's some sort of traditional print of a specific country which symbolizes something of their culture, then yes.
Well, thank you. Now we are moving on to the second part of the test. In this part, I'm going to give you a card, and in the card you'll find a topic and you'll also find some guiding questions. Based on this, you'll have to prepare a talk for 1 to 2 minutes, and you have 1 minute time to take notes. I give you a piece of paper and a pencil to take notes. You have 1 minute time. You have 1 minute time to take notes. So don't worry if I stop you after 1 minute. After 1 minute, you have to start talking on the topic. Your topic is to describe a place where you are able to relax. Your 1 minute time starts now. So, is it over?
Yes.
Would you like to start now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, carry on.
There's not necessarily a place where I would like to relax, but there's certainly something I do which helps me relax, which is go on walks. Going on walks always helps me as there's always different things to see, and there's always different people on the road wherever I'm going, and there's always newer places to discover. And it's usually a nice experience because I do like walking, and it also helped me with. And well, this walking was actually one of the first things I did when I started like working out. That was the first thing I tried, and it has helped me a lot. So I do have a very good interest in walking and going to a lot of places, and it helps me. It usually makes me feel very calm and collected, and helps me arrange my thoughts. Every time I'm having somewhat of a problem or like something that I'm thinking about that is on my mind for a bit, I usually go on a walk, and it helps me calm down a lot.
Well, thank you. All right, let's move on. How do students relax in your home country?
They usually, I would say they usually go out to play sports or have fun with their friends.
What activities do employers organize to help employees relax?
I wouldn't say I have much idea about that, but I would assume they do give their employers some break time.
Do people now have more ways to relax than in the past?
I would say they do, because there is definitely way more types of entertainment now than there was before.
Do you think natural sceneries are more helpful than indoor activities?
It actually depends, I would say, because since there are different types of coping systems for people, some might like it indoors, some might like it outdoors.
Okay. So, do you like to visit movie theaters?
I do.
Okay, why?
Because the experience of watching a movie in a theater is completely different to watching a movie at home.
Where do Bangladeshi people like to go on weekends to relax?
They usually go out to have food, and there are certain activities they do, such as road trips, and there's also the beach where most people go to during weekends, and it's usually very crowded there.
Okay. According to you, what do you think older adults in your home country do to relax or wind down?
I would say they usually like to spend more time with their families, and since they're usually working long hours throughout the weekdays, during the weekends they tend to relax and spend more time at home.
Do you think we should take a day off from our working?
Yes, I certainly do.
Why do you think so?
Because working long hours may cause a person to have burnout, and they might lose their motivation to work, and it really affects their mental state and their productivity at work.
Well, thank you very much. This is the end of your speaking test.
Sure.